Welcome back to another video. It's Mike here, and today I'll be doing a Blackhawk A-10 jet tutorial on how to fly. So with that being said, be sure you guys join the Discord in the description down below. We have several chats for Blackhawk TC3, and if you're looking for people to play with, this is the server for you. Also, be sure you guys comment down below any video ideas you guys have for Blackhawk or any other game that I play on this channel. Also guys, look out for a video about a fan session let's play with Blackhawk that I'll do probably weekly, but there's gonna be a little requirement that you're gonna have, and it's not too hard or anything, but just look out for a video if you want to be in a video. Yeah, look out for the video to be in a video. I just realized that I just said that could have confused some people, but that being said guys, here's the A-10 jet, and let's get on with this video. So ever since they changed the update guys, I've seen all over the Discord, including mine and Blackhawk's Discord, Platinum 5. No one could fly the jet for some goddamn reason. I don't know why. I don't know why I stumbled that too, but like, the jet isn't as hard as it seems, guys. It's just maybe it looks confusing because it's inverted a little. It's not inverted, but you guys may not like understand the flight mechanics on this. But all I'm gonna say, guys, is you always want to make sure you have two engines on while you're taking off. It'll be much easier for you. And make sure your gear is down, and if you guys are wondering what the flaps are for, they're for landing and they're for takeoff. It makes it a lot more easier for you to land, it makes it a lot more easy for you to take off. So when you have your flaps on, it's gonna say engaged. That's when you know you have it on, and it'll slow down your plane, and I'll show some takeoffs and some landings on A-10 jet here, so just stay tuned for that. And if you want to see combat with the A-10 jet with like I do strikes that people call in and stuff, because if you're gonna drive the A-10 jet, I recommend that you have friends playing, because you're gonna hit civilians for sure, because you're only gonna be able to hit the utility base or like the mountain base. If you go for the desert, you might hit some civilians, so you gotta be careful of that. Also, if you're wondering what the aircraft carrier is for, it's if you run out of bullets for you to shoot with your A-10, the galactic gun or whatever it's called. I'm not sure, but it's kind of hard to land it in the rain, so you want to be careful not to fly this thing in the rain, because unless you have like a really good computer. But for me, it lags. I don't have the greatest computer, but it's 8 years old and it's still going at it. I might buy a new one soon, so that's for another video. But anyway, guys, I'll be showing you guys how to actually take off now and land, and how to actually turn in the air. So let's get on with that. Alright, so we'll be starting off in the base here, and you want to have one engine on until you go onto the actual runway. It could be either the engine C or engine Z, whatever one, right or left. But just want to make sure you have one on until you turn, and then you want to have both on. Engage those flaps, guys, as you go in a straight line, and you just literally press on S and you go up. W and S, it's like inverted, so if you want to go down, you press W. If you want to go up, press S. And while you're in the air, guys, you want to make sure that you could try using Q and E, but I wouldn't really recommend it. If you want to turn, press D and make your airplane go on like a full-on slant. You're gonna see how I do it on here, guys, and I'll show you how to attack after. But as you see here, I'm trying to make a right turn. Literally just go halfway with the D and then make your turn. Same thing with the left turn. I don't know if it's a little confusing or something, but that's literally how you fly the plane in the air. And if you're trying to go up the mountain, don't make sure you have your throttle all the way up if you're trying to go uphill. If you're going downhill, you can lower it down, because you'll be fine with that. But while you're in the air, make sure your gear is up and your flaps are disengaged, just so it doesn't slow you down. And say if you want to cause an attack here, I'd say for beginners, go very slow, guys. Don't try the mountain base until you're comfortable doing altitude stuff in the air, like high altitude. I'd recommend like practicing on the utility base here, making some turns, and get used to the turns. That's all you have to work on, because that's the hardest part, is working on turns and controlling your speed. As you make turns, you want to make sure you go a little slow, but if you know how to do it, you could go full speed if you want. But I recommend just going slow for beginners, but don't go too slow before the plane stalls out. I'd recommend like a 50 throttle if you're making a turn. And if you feel your plane about to like fall down, pull up your throttle all the way so you don't stall out. Because I'm not the best driver here, guys, but like sometimes if I feel the plane about to go down, I just throttle all the way up, and it could save the plane. But if it's not, then I guess you just gotta spawn a new one in. But the main objective here is learning how to turn. That's all you guys have to practice on, and I guarantee that's how you guys are crashing your plane, because your turns are not too great, and maybe you're not getting the attacks down either. But make sure you just know how to do that. I may be confusing a little, guys, by saying like just turn. You guys what the hell, Mike? Like, that doesn't help us at all. Just comment down below if I'm not sure if I'm explaining it right, but if you want to turn left, you literally press A and then press S. The S will bring your plane, like how it's right now on the screen. Like, once you see me turn, you'll notice I'll press S. I hope it shows like a highlight of what button I'm pressing, but it doesn't though. But that's one thing I forgot to say, that you want to press S as you make that turn. And play around with it. You're not gonna be like an expert right off the bat. You'll know what I mean once you get on the actual A-10 jet. When you fly, when you roll to the left or roll to the right. If you're on the aircraft carrier, I recommend just pulling your gear down, or pulling it up, I should say. And while your two engines are starting, once it's started, you can pull back down your gear, full throttle, press S, and you're clear to take off. I'd recommend getting at least a speed of 250 before you take off, and you should be fine. But if you aren't fine, just raise up your speed before you decide to press S. Make sure your flaps are disengaged, and now I'll be showing you guys how to land this thing on the aircraft carrier. And I really hope that they add a little more feature with the A-10 jet, maybe, or even with more planes. I'd honestly like some supply drops, maybe from like a Chinook or Sea Stallion, whatever. But I got lucky there that I didn't kill any civilians. And if you guys seen that bounce I did, you'll get lucky if you hit the floor and you just press S to get back up. Don't press W, guys. W just makes you go lower, and you don't want to do that. So with landing the aircraft, or landing the aircraft on the aircraft carrier, you want to make sure you actually locate the aircraft carrier first, and you want to be in slow speed. My mistake here is I wasn't in my, I didn't engage my flap, so I didn't have a perfect landing. But once you engage, you could tell how the plane reacted once I engaged my flaps, and I decided not to land here. If you don't feel safe, pull up your throttle all the way and disengage those flaps so you pick up full speed, and you can redo it again, because you don't always have to commit to your landing. Sometimes even in like real life they don't commit to their landing, but all you have to do is just engage those flaps, and it'll make the plane go low. And make sure you have your landing gear on, and make sure you press shift, and this is where you press W to go down. Once you hit the floor, you can steer it left and right easily. And if you don't know how to reverse, it says on the screen X there, so you want to make sure you press X and make sure your throttle is at 0 so you can reverse, and then you're clear to take off after that. So now I'm just going to play some footage of landing, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If I didn't help at all, just let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be trying to help you out some more. I know I'm not the best at explaining, but I tried here, and I can maybe try doing another video on this if it's too confusing. I'm not sure. But all you want to take from this video is learn to turn with the S and the rollover, like roll left or roll right, and learn to land with the flaps, and that's pretty much it. I think I'll show you guys how to attack maybe in the next video, because attacking is pretty hard, and that's a whole nother video for that, and I'll have good footage for that, because I can't be attacking solo bases here because they don't spawn until you're like super close enough. And yeah, that'll be it, guys. So I'll run some gameplay in the background. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure you guys leave a thumbs up, subscribe, join the Discord in the description down below, and to turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Yeah. Unknown brain. Marvin Divine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.